Welcome in on a Friday game day here. Last time we were to talk about this football game before Sunday kicks off. Home opener for the Eagles as well. There's going to be a lot of bodies back in the stands, something we haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah. That was a very welcome sight last weekend. All around the league.
Not here.
No, I'm saying all around the league in the home stadiums.
Right. Now you have it here, though. I mean, this is our shot, our crack at it.
Right. I will not be there.
I can't speak for Cleveland in their home opener on Sunday. I can only speak for us here.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know our buddy Daily Ombre is hosting a massive tailgate party tomorrow at the Temple Boston College game at the Link.
Really?
Yes. 30-plus people.
30-plus?
30-plus people.
I'm surprised that many people are going.
Yeah, well, if you're going, you got to stop by and see Michael.
Are they BC folks?
Yeah, probably. Probably.
You definitely know that's the case, right?
Yeah, probably.
Look, I didn't get the invite. Did you, Barrett?
Of course not.
I only got the invite because I texted him today about his book. Joe Santaloquito put up a piece on Philly Voice about the Brian Dawkins book that Michael Bradley wrote. So I had a question for him, and then it was like, oh, by the way, are you going to the game tomorrow? Because if you are, stop by my tailgate.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah, it was an by the way.
Got it. Okay.
Right.
I didn't realize that.
No, it wasn't a direct invite. I'm not that important.
Yeah, bro.
It's starting at 7:30 in the morning.
That's
Some of those people are going to be majorly lit by noon.
Yeah, I mean,
so what is he going to have? He's going to have single malt scotch,
probably
a little beer, and then he's going to have turkey sandwiches for everybody.
Turkey sandwiches and apples, and maybe little bags of chips.
Right.
Turkey sandwiches, bags of apples.
Yes, turkey sandwiches with mustard. Yes,
exactly.
And cheese.
Yeah.
You're going to need a lot of single malt scotch to make that appeal. I'll tell you that.
Cigars.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's 7:30. What time does the parking lot open on Sunday?
I'm not sure. Probably
people can get in.
Yeah, would it be 6 a.m.? Would you think 6:30, something like that?
I don't know. I have no idea. 6.
I don't either.
For a 1 o'clock game.
I mean, maybe some people on the stream can help us out with that. I have no idea. It's been a long time since I've gone to a tailgate at an Eagles game.
Well, I got to fight through that stuff when I go to work, man.
Right.
I'm fighting through it, trying to get through it, man. And it's crazy because I'm on my way from the parking lot to the door that opens right there at the Wells Fargo Center where we go in.
Mm-hmm.
I might hear maybe 20 Eagles chants as I go.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Constant.
Like 20. I mean, I'm trying to get in. People trying to talk to me about the game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got your bookies trying to, pull information from me. So.
Right. Now, Colin Berger on the stream says he thinks the lot opens at 8 a.m. on Sunday.
8 a.m.
Man,
I'm telling you that sounds a little better.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, how could Michael Bradley tailgate start at 7:30 for a Temple game? And the lot only opens at 8 for an Eagles game.
And it does sound kind of,
and the Eagles game starts at 1. The Temple game, I believe, is a nooner.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. So there isn't that much of a difference, right?
Yeah, but you'd think it would be earlier. I don't know. These people are chomping at the bit, man. It's been a long time since they've been able to do this.
They should have some sort of sleepover.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Like a Saturday night.
No, they should. No, they should. No, they should. It's enough. 4 hours is enough. That's enough time. 4 hours is enough time. They don't need any more time.
You don't need any more time?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Man, can you imagine if they let people sleep in that parking lot? Bro, like when I leave during the after the game, I stay, extra 2 hours because I got to do the post game show.
Right.
When I leave there,
mm-hmm.
it's like it's like going through a landmine because there's bottles everywhere. You don't want to bust your tires. You still got people running around. Woo! It's mass hysteria out there, man. You got trash on top of trash on top of trash. Oh man, it's like World War III is right there in that parking lot. So I couldn't imagine being there 24 hours before a game.
Mm.
Oh, It'd be bad. It'd be all bad, bro.
Now,
all bad.
David Himes Jr. on the stream says the lots closer to 7th Street open at 6 or 7 in the morning.
Okay, so that's over there by the baseball stadium.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're still removed from the actual structure, right? Aren't you on the other side of Packer? Those lots.
Right.
Yeah. You're right. Yep. You're right. Yep.
Well. So and of course, they have the big Fan Fest event on Saturday. So that'll be competing for parking with the Temple game.
Well, I think it's the Temple game and the Phillies game that are going to be competing.
The Phillies are on the road.
Well, that's what I mean, though. There's some like major tailgate going on at the Phillies stadium.
Barrett was watching the Phillies game last night in Kansas, believe it or not.
I couldn't believe it, man.
I'm still trying to figure out why. Why?
That's what I'm saying. I'm at this pizza restaurant and I'm looking, I'm with my producer and my director, so we're talking over, what we're going to do tomorrow for the game, the open and all that. So I'm looking up at the game, so I'm watching Washington. I'm watching, Jones look like he's, good actually. And right next to the big screen is the Phillies game. And I'm watching scoring all these points. I'm like, this would happen. While I'm sitting here. So now I'm tied into Philly anyway. I'm tied into this game while I'm trying to watch this other game, man.
Wow.
I'm glancing back and forth. I got caught up in the Matrix.
I hate to do it.
I don't know why.
The Phillies will be in New York tonight with the Mets.
Yeah.
And speaking of the Mets, did you happen to catch any of the 30 for 30 of the 86 Mets?
I watched the beginning because it started out, the beginning of it started out kind of crazy. Once upon a time
in Queens, I think is what it's called. And it's a 4-part series, I believe. I saw part 1 yesterday on demand. It was fantastic.
Well, I started out watching it.
Yeah.
But then I had to get on the plane, man. But
really good. And I hate the Mets.
Right.
I hate the Mets. But the stuff with Darryl Strawberry and Doc Gooden, it's pretty good. I recommend it. It's back when baseball was baseball.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up there. I lived through that.
I lived through it too.
Well, I mean, my whole family though was in Queens.
So, okay.
So, like my grandfather, that whole like my time of growing up and going to see everybody was nonstop.
So that was the team you grew up with.
Well, I
was saying.
I grew up in that area when all of that was going on, and that was that rare moment, really, that decade where the Yankees were stretched thin. They had Mattingly, and that's pretty much it.
Right.
So the Mets took over the city, truly took over the city, and they had guys on there that just didn't give a shit.
I know.
And
Dykstra is fantastic.
Lenny, I'm sure.
Oh, he's awesome.
We should get Lenny on it.
We should. He's really good.
Well, I'm sorry, guys. I was too busy in baseball heaven.
That's right.
During that time period,
you were immersed in St. Louis. Well, it's good though because Keith Hernandez came from the St. Louis Cardinals.
Exactly.
In a trade, he was one of the first pieces that the veteran piece that they brought over with all these young kids, and it's pretty interesting. I got to tell you. And then of course Gary Carter came later from the Expos, and his relationship with Doc Gooden. It's good stuff. Good television.
The whole city was pissed off when Hernandez left. My pops was he was an avid baseball, player.
Well, he was doing cocaine. They wanted to get rid of him.
Well, that's the problem. But the city didn't want to get rid of him.
Right. Whitey Herzog had enough of him.
What was remember that old joke about why the Mets traded for Perry? What was his first name? The big lineman for the Bears?
Oh, Refrigerator Perry.
Refrigerator, yeah.
Okay.
Well, what the hell was his name?
William Perry.
Michael Dean. No, you're right. William Perry.
William Refrigerator Perry.
Yeah. Michael Dean was his brother that played for the Broncos.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Michael Dean. I don't know. Who the hell is that?
Michael Dean Perry, great defensive lineman also.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Michael, look it up.
Yeah. Did the Fridge?
I was trying to figure out the Fridge name of Michael Dean. It didn't work.
Did the Fridge play at Clemson in college?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Let me see, because he was with Chester McLaughlin during that time too.
Oh yeah. Well, what about the Fridge, Eytan? What was that?
Some stupid joke. That's
okay.
Don't worry. It was just back in the day making fun of Doc Gooden. That's
Doc Gooden was unbelievable.
Yeah, he was.
For a short period of time, he was really lights out.
It's amazing, man. Pitching on coke will do some things for you, right?
I'll tell you.
There's some you hit it on the head, Harry. He's from Clemson. Yep.
Yeah, he's from Clemson. Yeah.
Yep.
Did he run the ball at all at Clemson? Or was that just designed once he got to Chicago?
I'm not sure.
That was just the days the Super Bowl shuffle, man.
Yeah, I remember that.
God, I can't forget that soon enough.
Did you guys know that he played with the London Monarchs in 1996?
No.
I didn't know that either.
Who the hell are the London Monarchs?
Right.
World League of American Football.
Oh, is that right?
Baldy was in that league.
Oh, he was? No, he
Rhine Fire and shit.
Yeah, but he didn't play, did he?
He didn't play, did he?
I think he was coaching. I think he was coaching or something over there.
He didn't play now, did he?
He did now, did he?
I listened to him yesterday.
Baldy?
No, not Baldy. Gary Cobb.
Oh, G Cobb.
Where was he on?
He was actually on 94.
Oh, nice. Okay,
nice.
We gotta get. We should get Gary on. We haven't talked to Gary in a while, have we?
Yeah. No, it's been a while.
With Twitter.
Well, I haven't talked to him on this show.
That's what I mean. We haven't. Yeah, and I don't go in studio anymore, so I don't see him down to 29. Nobody does.
You know, in 1985, Dwight Gooden won the Cy Young.
Yes.
He had a 1.53 earned run average.
What?
16 complete games, pitched 276 and 2/3 innings with 268 strikeouts, and went 24-4. Wow.
That might be one of the best single seasons you'll see.
Yes.
So you know what that tells me? Our whole pitching staff needs to go talk to his doctor.
Yeah, the Phillies pitching staff needs cocaine. That's what it tells you.
Healer, that's it.
Right. Yeah.
Forget the doctor.
And they got rid of Vinny Velo the other day,
who got picked up by our old buddy Gabe, and was it San Diego?
I thought San Diego picked him up.
San Diego,
yeah.
Somebody picked his ass up immediately. How great is that?
So the Vinny Velo era is over in Philadelphia.
Well, how long was it?
Did it ever really begin? Is what my question.
What? When did it begin?
Did it ever really begin?
Yeah, I think. What's the thing? Who is the Eagles version of Vinny Velasquez? Like, who is it? Nelson Aguilar?
Is it J-Jaw?
No. Velasquez wasn't terrible. He had a pretty good year for a little bit, and then they all suck. Like, nobody's good here except for Wheeler. Like, Wheeler's the only good pitcher.
Well, he's the only consistent one. Yeah. What happened to Aaron Nola?
There wasn't the Lola, man.
Not good. People built him up into being an ace. He's an ace. This Nola guy. He's not an ace.
He was up for everything. For like 3 years ago. He was all world.
3 months, like the first 2 months of a 6-month season. Barrett, you're right. People were talking about him like Cy Young and all this stuff, and it's just he had a year. But it's hard, man. It's hard to duplicate stuff. He hasn't really developed much outside of those 2.5 pitches. And he's just not, I don't know. I don't even know if he's a 2 on a winning baseball team.
Velasquez's best year was 2016 when he went 8-6 with a 4.12 ERA. That's his best earned run average for a season.
I don't worry about the record, but the ERA
is what I'm going on. And he had 131 innings pitched, 152 strikeouts, and his whip was 1.32.
Okay, it's not brutal by any means.
No, but that's like one season.
He said just one.
That's one season. He was 24 years old.
Yeah, that's his entire play, right?
Yeah, his career ERA is 4.88. Which in the National League is not very good.
No, that's not very good any league.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Let's get me down in the threes, man. Come on, man.
He was like good on this team.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're my over folks from last night, by the way.
Yeah, how about that? What was it, 30-29?
Ooh, gave that and pounded it. Saw a couple of people, John Shelton, Berger as well, follow me to some other stuff later in the day, pounded that over.
Crazy fourth quarter in that game, huh?
Yeah, it was fun to watch. Look, that's why you bet overs, is because it doesn't matter as long as you get points.
Mm-hmm.
If you bet under, then you're just rooting for a really bad football game, and you have to be okay with that. But last night worked out for me just watching it. I had no vested interest in it as long as points were scored.
Yeah.
And like that Daniel Jones super long run that they had.
Yeah.
That got pulled back. I was upset. Like, I'm yelling like a Giants fan. Are you fucking kidding me? There's offense. There's a lot of offense. I was happy with that.
Well, how about the Giants jumping off sides on the missed field goal?
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Hopkins comes back and makes the next one, and they beat him. The Giants are 18-49 since the infamous boat picture was taken.
Yeah, I saw
that's the worst record in the NFL in that span of time. That's January of 2017. They are 18-49.
Oh, that's that year they were in the playoffs, and the week before the playoffs,
right?
They all went down there. That what was it?
Odell Beckham Jr. and Victor Cruz
had on Timberlands.
Yeah, right. On the boat,
there are guys on that team that aren't even here anymore.
Yeah.
Like the Jags. The Jags have lost 16 straight football games.
Wow.
That's like insane,
brutal.
Right?
Yeah, that is brutal.
Right?
I hate to do it to him.
I'm telling you, Urban Meyer's going to be out of there before Ben Simmons.
The Giants people are saying that's the most disastrous boat trip since the Titanic.
Well, there hasn't been a lot of good boat trips, period.
I know.
Trying to talk about the
Lake
boat trip from last.
Lake Minnetonka in Minnesota. Remember that boat trip?
Yeah.
Right. Snoop and all those guys. Yeah, that's right. Ryan McKinney. Yep.
The thing, though, is like Victor Cruz is doing stuff on the E Network now, right? Like he's doing some corny ass shit there. Odell Beckham is a shell of what he was.
Mm-hmm.
Can't even stay healthy. He's already been ruled out.
Right.
And the Browns are still fine without him, which is crazy about that. So maybe it was more than just the Giants. Maybe it was just that everybody who's touched by that picture has been absolutely marred by it. Guys who have gone elsewhere haven't done anything. Who else is in that pick? That's not there.
I think there's only one player that's currently on the roster that was in that picture.
And that's what I'm saying is everybody. Who else is on there?
I don't know. I'd have to take a look.
Now,
I just remember Victor Cruz and Odell Beckham.
Yeah, two guys one guy not even in the league anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm saying, man. So I think Victor Cruz is doing shit on E Network.
Well, just stay off boats. That's all you got to say. Just stay off boats, man. You know, even Brady. Brady and Gronk got it. You know what I'm saying? In the Super Bowl for throwing the Super Bowl trophy. They're all pissed off about that. Oh, you're disrespecting the trophy.
Yeah.
Man, they can do whatever they want to that trophy. That's theirs.
He's got 7 of them.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
He was all
wild,
up.
He was all he was all lit up.
You know what I mean?
What?
He can start getting made. He don't even have enough kids to will his Super Bowl rings with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How about that?
Well, Antonio Gibson, bullshit. Last night there was a couple of player things that went over, but no, I mean, here's the thing though. As far as you're a fisherman telling people not to get on a boat.
Yeah.
When you're still playing a league, no. Remember those kids? Remember those guys that who would they play for? I think they played either for Tampa Bay or the Raiders. They went out on a boat and got lost out there. Got lost out at sea.
Yeah?
Yeah, they were out there. I mean, that caught up in the storm. They were lost out at sea. I forget the guys' names.
Okay.
Only one guy survived. It was like 4 of them.
Really?
Only one guy. Yeah, one guy survived. Only one guy. They found him on top of the boat. The boat was capsized. They found him on top of the boat.
Wow.
Interesting. I didn't realize that.
I don't remember that one.
No. Yeah.
All right. So no boats.
Now no boats if you're still playing.
Boats and hose.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're still playing, then you can do whatever you want.
Right.
Then you can do whatever you want. Now, were the Niners out on some boat on the river in West Virginia when they were hanging here or what?
They were on a pontoon boat.
You know about that?
River.
Well, hey, but as soon as we do start talking about the game, how about they got a lot of injuries right now. They're starting off on the same boat that they started on last year. They have so many guys out on IR.
The Niners?
Yeah.
Oh, their cornerback is out. They just put their linebacker too, who had a pretty big play on Detroit.
Was it Green something?
Is it Greenhill?
Greenlaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dre Greenlaw, knee. Javon Kinlaw hasn't practiced all week, has a knee injury. Just like you said, what's his name, Levitt or Barrett? Yeah, Barrett.
The cornerback, Barrett.
Yeah,
well, been out.
He was their best corner. He's on IR. They have a lot of guys right now that aren't playing.
Well, Mostert's gone for the year.
Yeah, he's gone for the year.
Yeah.
Well, look, I'm not worried about Mostert because they've got Elijah Mitchell.
Yeah, he's pretty good too.
Who they will run 50 times. Not to say that he's amazing or going to be. Now, did Barrett play? How long did Barrett play in that game last week?
Not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. But what I do know is I had a one-on-one with their tackle, their ex-tackle, and he talked about how this team they're looking good, but they still have a lot of injuries, man, as they go into this. And he said he likes the fact that they use both quarterbacks in the game.
Yeah,
he said we talked about when you have two quarterbacks you're playing, that means you don't have one. He said it's exactly the opposite. He says he really, the team really is tied into Garoppolo being the guy. Jimmy G is the guy. But at the end of the day, Trey Lance is, such a freak that they got to find a way to keep him on the field and get him on the field, with this, what he brings to the table. But he said it's not a quarterback controversy inside that locker room.
So it's sort of like what New Orleans was doing for a while with Breeze.
He said it's exactly that.
Okay. In week one, it wasn't that, though. And they had an opportunity to put Trey Lance in, and for some reason, for whatever reason, Shanahan didn't.
Well, that's what we're saying. They're going to start now. Joe, what's Joe's last name? All-pro guy, too.
Joe Staley.
Joe Staley, Joe Staley, Joe Staley.
But that's the thing, though. Why not do it against Detroit week one of the season when you're up by 1 million?
Yeah.
I can't get in his head. I can't give you a logical reasoning for that. When they say he's such a special talent that they want to find more reps for him. It's just all about them going out and executing it. So they say they go look forward more in this game, especially this game.
Especially this game, like something on defense that they see, or
no, just because they say he's just such a talented kid, such a talented player.
It's just bizarre to me that they would be up like that, and they worked him so much in the preseason, and they gave Garoppolo so little, if anything, in the preseason, and weighted it a lot on Lance, and then they're up like they have him throw that touchdown.
Well, you know what?
He threw the touchdown, and wouldn't that be enough to continue to play him?
I think it's more so. I think it's more so a sense that the reason why they played them so much is because they never played their starters. Shanahan is not a believer in playing his starters in the preseason period, and he really thought that he really thinks Garoppolo is his guy. He's the starter, so that's why he didn't play him a lot. Plus, he wanted to see what the kid could do, anyways. But from an offensive standpoint, I mean, Trey Lance has such, his ceiling is just so high that you have to find a way to get him on the field. You have to find a way. And he said, just like the Saints had, with their ordeal, it's the same way. You're gonna have certain packages. It just Doug didn't know how to do it. Doug just didn't know how to do it. He didn't know how to implement them in the right way, play them the right way. And I think that's why he didn't play as much as we thought he was going to play throughout the season. He had spots where he came in, and then there was no rhyme or reason to it. It'd just be a random, all right, going out there.
It was almost like he was trying to force it.
Right, exactly.
It seemed forced. Like there was no real plan.
Situational football, right? It's got to be situational football. All right, we're gonna put him in a red zone where he could be a dual threat, or maybe we're gonna put him in on third down, or maybe first down, because on first down, they're expecting him to run the ball, maybe a pop pass here or something like that. There wasn't really a game plan in which they were going to implement.
And he never threw the ball when he came in those situations.
Exactly, they knew he was going to run.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Exactly.
I agree with you. Yeah, the Niners, I guess they signed Dre Kirkpatrick this week, right? To the roster because of all the injuries at corner. Because Mosley's hurt and Barrett is gone on IR. So that's
well, Mosley was already hurt, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's hurt. He's got I think it's an ankle.
Not Oswald Mosley, by the way.
Right.
No,
right.
Not Oswald.
Of Lancaster. Shane Mosley, Sugar Shane.
Sugar Shane. I saw him fight once.
Yeah, he was an underrated guy, man. Underrated fighter for sure.
I saw him fight in Vegas.
how many Sugars were there though? Sugar Ray and Sugar Shane.
Yeah.
Any other Sugars?
I saw him lose to Mayweather.
Oh, did you? That was a good fight too.
Yeah, it was. I tell you, Mosley stuck him in like the first or second round and almost knocked him out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What weight class would they be fighting at?
It was like middleweight or whatever.
Did Floyd go up or did Shane maybe go down?
I'm not sure. I forget. It was a bunch of years ago.
Floyd went up.
Floyd went up? Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. He dominated. Was it middleweight that he moved to
welterweight or something?
Yep, something like that. But I know he moved up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now this is Emmanuel Mosley.
There you go, Colin Berger. Not Suge Knight.
Well, that's but
he was there though, probably.
Like not Sugar though. I don't think anybody called him Sugar.
No.
Hey, Sugar, get your ass over here, Sugar. I don't think anybody was saying that at Death Row.
No. You don't say that and get away with it.
No, not by any means. Yeah, by any means. Now, what is this?
Hey, Tone's got it. Look, Barrett's right. It was NFL players. Nick Schuler survived. Marquise Cooper, William Buckley, and Corey Smith. Bodies never found.
Now, what team were they on? Were they the Buccaneers or was it the Raiders?
I don't know about that, but I knew it was like 4 players were out there. Only one guy survived. That's crazy.
Wow.
Crazy. That's why every time I go out,
yeah,
I'm with guys that know, like everybody at my dock, are professionals. They go out for like 3-day trips. Yeah, they're captains.
Like Captain Stabbing. You go out and he's to keep you safe.
You need a budget for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My boy Tone.
Oh yeah,
he's been a captain since he was like 15 years old, taking out charters and stuff.
Yeah.
Tone goes out, for 3 days at a time, man. Spends 3 days out there tuna hunting. They don't call it fishing, tuna hunting.
All stabbing it up. Okay. Stabbing the tuna out there.
Yeah.
3 days.
Yeah, man.
Wow, that's a commitment.
They got hula hands. Oh, see, I haven't been in Manhattan, Joey B. I haven't been in Manhattan in a long time.
Here we go.
I was out there, man. I'm looking around like, this place is big time now. I didn't even know where I was half the time.
I thought fine dining was like Applebee's out there.
Really?
It was when I was there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And now, man, they have a Longhorns. I wrote down they got a Longhorns now.
Yeah, they got an Eddie V's out there in the Little Apple.
No, they're not. They're not at that point. They're not up there yet. They're not up there yet.
Yeah,
they haven't hit that yet.
No, not just yet. They're still working their way up. Coach Klein said he has it in the works. Go ahead and handle this business tomorrow, and then we'll see.
Unbelievable. All right, we got to take a quick one here. See if this line has moved at all as well. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're never missing a show here across the board on the JAKIB Media YouTube page. It's the middle.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hits. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit. Glass is for cocktails, right?
It's for this, and that.
Is the length of the glass equal to your...
You betcha.
But is it made out of...
Glass?
Okay, but is the rip...
Smooth?
Will you stop doing...
That?
I'm the professional here.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. 1 free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. All from the company that's highly awarded. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and deliciously tasting vodka. So good, it just disappears.
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull Beef Jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
As a hardworking American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. Turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm. Find out why they say, "We got this."
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 98, is a proud sponsor of The Labor Show with J. Doc and Krause every Saturday night from 6 till 8 p.m. IBEW Local 98's highly trained and superbly skilled electricians are the best in the business, setting the highest safety standards in the electrical industry. So when you're planning your next industrial, commercial, or residential project, choose an IBEW Local 98 union contractor. Learn more at IBEW98.org.
We got some new folks on the stream.
What's that?
We got some new folks on the stream. I see Marcus Price checks in. Welcome to the show. And he says, do they just chat about whatever?
Little does he know.
Yes. Welcome to the show.
Seriously, like, what the hell did you expect?
Right,
man. We just chop it up like we're at the barbershop. That's what this is. This is like a barbershop that nobody has. Well,
right.
You have hair. You're the only one that has hair, but
I have hair. Yeah.
Welcome.
I was at the barber this week.
Did you?
I got the cut this week. Yeah.
A lot of baldies though get cut at the barbershop.
Yeah.
So make no mistake. Just because you don't have hair doesn't mean you're not there. Barrett will go to the shop and get his hair.
Maybe his beard trimmed up or whatever.
Yeah, you get it cheered up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Maybe put a little Beijing in there.
Right. Little Beijing,
Harry. Yeah, a little Beijing going.
But here's the thing, though. This is what I've noticed is that like Marcus and others, which we love and we appreciate you, and hopefully you can hit that subscribe button and be a part of our community here. But there are people that are new to the show that are clearly not in our area. Like Marcus is not from Philadelphia or of Philadelphia because he would know that between the three of us, wherever we are, outside of, for the most part, Barrett on TV where he can't, our MO has always been talk about whatever the hell is going on here. So you shouldn't be surprised by any means if you're familiar with one, two, or all three of us. This is what we do.
Right. We're not rocking your calls.
No. Thank God.
This is a little different.
Thank God.
My God.
Exactly. But look, I was going to say, like, we welcome people and fans all over the place, especially if there's a common denominator for the Philadelphia Eagles, by all means.
Absolutely.
But yeah, this show does get off the rails fast.
Now, did you see
start off the rails?
Did you see, speaking of football, there's going to be an in-season Hard Knocks view of the Indianapolis Colts, so we can keep tabs on Carson Wentz and whether he's getting a vaccine, whether he's going to be available for to play. They're going to do it starting at this right now.
They're doing it right now?
I'm sure they've already filmed something from week 1.
He is not going to let anybody film anything about him unless he's in church, bro.
I'm
letting you know right now.
Not going to be any no bye-week hunting trip.
No. He may have a chat at the chapel. That's it. A chat at the chapel. They'll see him there, but I don't think so, man. I just really don't think that this is his whole stilo, man. They're trying to get him out of there already. That's horrible, man. Horrible. One of my boys is an avid Colts fan, and he says that at this point they are really trying to get him out of there already. I'm like,
who's
he hasn't been there long enough.
Who's they?
Well, fans.
Oh, fans. Okay.
They say, well, the fans are like, well, who is this guy? We don't even know him. Why'd you guys send him to us?
Well, I mean, there are other quarterbacks retired coaching high school football. What do they want?
Loving it too. Loving it.
Yeah, that's true. Look, I couldn't find if you paid me a more boring professional team to follow around.
Yeah.
In the Indianapolis Colts. It's just a bowl of vanilla ice cream with no sprinkles or toppings or anything. vanilla bean ice. It's as boring and plain as.
It's not Rocky Road.
No, there's nothing. There's not even like, sometimes when you go to one of these, I think they all shut down, right? Like these Cold Stone creameries, and every now and again you get like a run over of what the last person got, a bunch of sprinkles, and there's like a sprinkle in there. Or if you get fries, where you can get onion rings at the same fast food.
Right. Sometimes they commingle.
Like onion ring. Right.
Yeah. So I always liked that. That was always kind of a bonus because I'm a big onion ring fan.
It was.
I'm a big onion ring guy, and it's like you get the fries, and all of a sudden at the bottom of the box, the fry box is that onion ring. You're like, yeah, this is awesome.
Oh yeah, and that sucker is like over fried,
crisp. Yes,
burnt,
it's crunchy, man.
It is the best onion ring you can't order those.
No,
you can't.
That's totally a mistake.
Right, totally. That's not even spillover mistake. With this,
that's almost like the prize in the Cracker Jack box. Right, that was.
Yeah, unbelievable, man. It's seriously like really the Colts of all teams. Honestly, go through every other team here that's playing. The Saints. The Saints are electric. You've got Jameis Winston eating his hand,
eating W's.
12-week-old son now just can't keep his hand out of his mouth. It's like Jameis Winston. You've got Carolina now, who at the very least has some personality to him. There's this story about Sam Darnold. Christian McCaffrey is one of the most electric players we've seen in the NFL.
Right.
And he's got some appeal. He's doing commercials and everything else.
Matt Rule,
absolutely.
Yeah.
For us, yeah, absolutely. And I think Matt Rule is definitely a coach that would come off well on screen. Cincinnati's got Joe Burrow and a bunch of young kids. It's a really cool story there. Jamar Chase. Chicago has the quarterback battle between Dalton's eyebrows and Justin Fields. There's all of this intrigue.
Chicago, you keep bringing it back,
you
man.
think they're interesting, the Bears?
Right away, I just gave you something that's 10 times more interesting than anything you'll find in Indianapolis. The only thing we care about in Indianapolis is when's the next fumble coming from Carson Wentz. How is that exciting? Chicago, I have a quarterback battle. Like, at least they can take me behind what Justin Fields and show me Justin Fields on the sideline rolling his eyes as Andy Dalton trips over his shoes.
Would they take you inside the waxing bar with Andy Dalton when he gets his eyebrows waxed? Now that's an episode.
Hopefully.
You're on fire now, man. You're on fire, man.
I'll do you one better. You give me a camera following Tyrod Taylor and all of the shit that is surrounding the Houston Texans and how he is trying to just keep this thing afloat. By all means, that's interesting.
And Cully going to a Mexican-American restaurant and starting with the nachos.
Or actually getting caught. How about that? How about him going to one of these Tex-Mex spots, right, and getting caught ordering white bread first? I'll go with the white bread first.
I thought you always start with the nachos.
Exactly right. That's a huge Twitter thing coming out. Cleveland, story writes for itself. The Rams have a new quarterback. Denver, at least Denver, you can look at some storylines happening with the quarterback. The Jags are a living, breathing, just shit
train wreck.
Yes,
they are a dumpster fire.
Buffalo, you've got the fans and everything surrounding that. Miami,
and they got to get vaccinated too. The fans up there.
Look, all right, let's just streamline this here. Okay, I'll give you a couple of teams and just save your answer until the end, please, both of you gentlemen. I'm going to give you two other teams, including the Colts, and you tell me which of these three are more exciting or, dare I say, titillating when it comes to a Hard Knocks in-season episode. All right, we've got the Colts, the Detroit Lions, and the New York Jets. I would rank it 1-2 Colts. Whatever you want, 1-2, and then Colts at the bottom. That's my personal preference.
Yeah, well, I find the Jets interesting with their coach and the young quarterback. Our former general managers up there, and the coach in Detroit intrigues me too. He's biting off kneecaps. You got my attention. Okay,
I would say the same thing, man. Because of course, you have Douglas there just bringing in guy. He's still racking up. Didn't he get another first rounder? Another first rounder for next year from a trade he just did.
Hugh Douglas or Joe
Douglas? Yeah, he just got
from Seattle, right?
Yeah, from Seattle. Just got one from Seattle. He already had one he got from the Chiefs for trading that offensive line. Well, no, that wasn't for the Chiefs. But he's got that. He's just making moves. That's what it is.
He's like Sam Hinkie up there, accumulating assets.
Right. But I'd rather have the Eagles come more so than be on it more so than the Colts.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, most of these teams don't want this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They don't want it. I mean, these coaches don't want cameras in their facility.
No.
And they're the most paranoid people on the planet, football coaches.
Especially coach like Frank Reich.
Right.
He's the most calm, leave it to beaver type dude you're gonna get.
I'm sure he's not happy about this.
Oh, not at all.
Yeah.
I know the owner is though.
Yeah.
He's flashy like that. The owner is flashy like
yeah.
that. Yeah, Irsay is very flashy.
He's all hopped up on pills.
Right.
Seriously. There's definitely something going on.
Yeah.
There.
Are we going to go see him go to the pharmacy? Now, that would be interesting.
He's
go
not,
with the owner to the pharmacy.
Oh, my goodness.
This just seems awful to me. I don't know. People will eat it up. They'll lap it up. They'll watch it. Twitter will go crazy about it. But I just don't know. I don't know how this is. Why is this exciting? Just because it's Hard Knocks? I heard Hard Knocks from people who watch it. I don't know if you guys do. But I heard Hard Knocks has taken a serious nosedive.
Oh, yeah, for years. I mean, they had the Dallas Cowboys on the regular Hard Knocks this year, and I didn't watch one episode. I never heard boo about it.
Did you watch it, Barrett?
I didn't even watch it, man. In fact, I caught it like 2 or 3 times during the season, during that month that it's on, and I just skipped right over it. Like I didn't, because they said Michael Parsons. When I got to the channel, they said Michael Parsons' name. So, all right, let me see what Michael Parsons is doing.
Right.
And I got to looking at it for like 5 or 10 minutes. I'm like, you know what? I'm out on this, and I changed the channel, man.
Yeah.
And I love all things.
It didn't even hold your interest, and you're Mr. Football.
Exactly. And I watch all things football. I couldn't even watch it, man.
I'd rather watch Baldy's Instagram.
Right.
That's more interesting. Seriously.
Do that.
Yeah.
Did you see his new one about the Giants game? The way Soldiers, Nate Soldiers in the right guard, I think his name's Hernandez.
Hernandez from UTEP.
Kicking ass and taking names, drop both of them. Their defensive end and the tackle on the ground, just let them sit there. And Daniel Jones scrambling out for like a 20-yard run. You know what I mean?
Hernandez did not have a good week 1 though, so he was a little bounce back performance out of him.
He needed that. He needed that.
Well, I'm just glad the over hit for Eytan.
Beautiful. I knew that was going to hit too. Which is you could feel that game, man. In game, it moved to 43, and then you're just thinking, all right, you keep going. I didn't do anything live or anything like that. I was just sitting back watching it play out. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people went into that game thinking, oh, it's going to be awful. It's a snooze fest and all these other things. And it wasn't pretty by any means, but
crazy fourth quarter though. I mean, Giants just settling for field goals.
Yep.
I mean, they kicked 3 field goals in the fourth quarter.
Points, man. Points all around.
Yeah.
Gotta have them points, man.
I mean, one of those drives turns into a touchdown, they win the game. And then if they don't jump off sides, they win the game. So,
well, that's the thing is the field goals towards the end, and then Heineke leading that team down the field for that final field goal.
Mm-hmm.
It was really just a matter of who is going to screw up more.
Right.
I'm surprised.
That's what it was.
Right? I'm surprised Jones didn't throw a pick.
Right.
There were 2 times where I thought he would be.
Heineke did.
He did. He did. That overhit over a half.
You took that prop.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man.
Are you kidding me?
Well, you know what? I was watching that defense, man, for Washington. I tell you what, Sweat is probably having a better year right now. I know it's just 2 games, but Sweat is probably having a better year
than Chase Young.
Oh, yeah.
Sweat can bring it, bro. He done got bigger. He still's got that, he ran a 4.3 leaving college. He was just hurt. He ran a 4.3 at defensive lineman, a defensive end.
Right.
He is balling right now. His jump off the ball. I tell you what, he's that 1-2 package they have.
Yeah.
It's almost better than the 2 Alabama guys that got in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Payne and Allen.
But you're right. There's so much on Chase right now that Sweat isn't even getting forgotten about, but he's just taking advantage of one-on-one matchup. And we saw that, right? Where Smith or Chase Young would do something and it would be a flag or just be he'd be knocked out of the play and you would see Sweat all over the place. Those 2 guys are really a problem.
Yeah.
Really a problem.
especially if you're focusing all of your energy on one guy.
You can't do it now.
Nope.
You can't do it, man. You got to pick your poison, man. Hope your guys can go out and block one-on-one. I mean, it's going to be the same thing in this Sunday's game with the Eagles. You got Nick Bosa on one side, and then you got D Ford on the other side. D Ford is a proven rush in on third down.
No, that's a great point.
So he'll have Lane against D Ford.
Yeah, originally drafted by Andy Reid.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is your guy here, by the way. This is the biggest test we'll see for your guy to date.
This is going to be the measuring rod, and this could actually put him in the Pro Bowl already. This game right here could put Jordan Mailata in the Pro Bowl. Everybody's going to be looking at big money. You call him big money now. Everybody's looking at big money versus the premier pass rusher in the league.
Yeah.
And it's made perfectly for Jordan Mailata because Nick Bosa is not a guy that really likes to use speed, but he likes to use power to go inside. If he can shut Bosa down, he's made his bed. He'll be the next Anthony Munoz / Jason Peters for the next 5-6 years in this game. If he can hold him off and shut him down, and we don't hear from him, this could be his calling card from this point on. This is the game that does it for Jordan Mailata. Yeah. And I know they're hyping him up right now, too. Yep. They're all in his ear. You're going to let him come up there and take your money, bro? He's going to take all $64 million from you. They are in his ear. Big Money, what you going to do, Big Money? This is your world. This is your game, Big Money. If you can stop him, we can win this game. It's all on you, Big Money. Let's go. Wow. That's what they're saying to him right now, man. They're all in his ear right now.
Big Money. Is it like that? All I hear now is that GIF where Draymond is in Kevin Durant's face. Okay, Big Money. Okay, Big Money. Yeah. You got this, Big Money. Okay, Big Money, right? He's just pointing at him and pointing at him.
That's what it is.
That's got to be the best of all.
This is his come out party. You know what I'm saying? This is when he comes out of the closet. Here I am.
Wait a second.
6 foot. Leave it alone, Eytan.
Rewind that. Rewind. You're lucky Ron Culver isn't here anymore. That's all I'm going to say. All right? You're going to get a lawsuit on us. What the hell is that guy talking about? We're going to be like Mike Piazza, who had to have remember, the only guy in the history of professional sports who had to have a press conference to clarify his own sexuality. Nobody's done this because of all these stupid rumors that were surrounding him. So be careful.
Who was this?
Mike Piazza.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. What happened?
People there were like these rumors that started about him being gay, and he didn't. I guess he's not, and he had a problem with the rumor, so he wanted to come out and dispel that at the time, and he actually had to have a press conference saying that he's not gay.
Wow. Bro, I don't give a damn.
There was anything wrong with it, but for him himself, he wanted to make sure that
he just wanted to clear the air.
Exactly. I just want to clear the air here.
Bro, why? I don't understand why. I don't care who you got in your bedroom, bro. As long as you swinging that bat and catching ball. I can't even say catching.
Yeah. You gotta watch out.
We need a recheck.
Catching balls could be misinterpreted, Barrett. That's why he had the damn press conference.
But still, man, it doesn't mean. Bro, I've had coworkers that I've worked with, and everybody walked on ice around them because of that. I don't give a damn what you're doing in your bedroom, bro. Yeah. It don't matter to me,
right,
bro? I don't care.
That was the whole thing about it, where it was kind of just like, wow, this thing took on its own life, and it wasn't just like an internet rumor. It was like being talked. It was in the Post. It was everywhere.
Right.
And it was, to your point, nobody could leave it alone. It's just like, dude, let this man live if that's who he is.
Were they talking about it on Mike and the Mad Dog?
No, I'm sure. You want to know why when him and that last night? Exactly right. I'm sure it came up on Russo's show.
You think he's checking out the batters as he's they come into the box? Checking out their ass.
Somebody needs to address this.
Look, that one Mad Dog reference. How many do we get today? How many do we get? We're gonna keep some Mad Dog references, bro. I have to meet this guy, bro. I have to meet him, man. There's somewhere I gotta meet him, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. I gotta meet him, man, because you know what I'm saying. You guys built me up to what's the guy's name that Schwartz. You guys built me up for Schwartz, and all of a sudden I met him.
Yeah,
I met Schwartzman, and you guys were A1 on that, man. You hit it right on the head. He is that guy, bro.
Yeah,
he's everything that you told me and more,
and more,
and more.
Yeah.
My buddy, my friend,
my good buddy.
Yeah, my good friend. Exactly right. Mike Piazza's Honda. That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was impacted by the rumor.
Yeah,
maybe it was all about business here.
Right.
What was that?
He's got a car dealership, a couple of car dealerships.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's really him though, is it?
Well, he's invested in it.
I mean, come on. What
He
the
owns
hell?
half of Phoenixville, for crying out loud.
Does he really?
Yeah.
I didn't
Piazza does?
Real estate.
I
Yeah.
thought it was what's his name? LaRussa. Not LaRussa, the other guy.
Oh, the manager.
Yeah.
Lasorda.
Sparky
Lasorda.
Anderson. Good
No,
old
Lasorda's Norristown.
Oh, okay. I
He's
didn't realize
Mr. Norristown. Piazza's Phoenixville.
Norristown and Phoenixville.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Don't conflate the two.
Well, no, I'm not conflating the two as far as the area. I just didn't know which guy controlled the most.
Mm-hmm.
That's a commitment. To Norristown's not small.
No, it's not.
That's a commitment.
A lot of activity in Norristown.
Norristown is rough, bro. I went to Norristown one time. I was like, yo.
Yeah, I tell you what. We don't play out here in Montgomery County, Barrett.
Man. You can get caught slipping in Norristown.
That's right.
I'm like, yo.
Damn
I was
right.
like in Bethlehem. I'm like, Bethlehem. You think of Bethlehem? I'm thinking, peace. That's where Jesus was born. Like Bethlehem. I'm thinking it's a nice place.
I think that's
not a nice place at all, bro.
Jesus is not from the Lehigh Valley.
No, not at all. Let me tell you something. He wouldn't have made it out.
No. I'll tell you what. There's Nazareth up there. Jesus in Nazareth. I'll tell you, it's tough country up there, man.
Bro, I'm like, because I'm playing in this golf tournament for Andre.
When is
Andre
this?
Reed.
What show are you missing?
Right. I was Andre Reed. I was playing this golf tournament, and
this has already happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's already happened, right?
I thought you were warning us that you're going to miss another show.
Right. No. I already played in it, so I go play in it, and I say, "Hey, man, don't go too far past." I'm like, "Man, I'm from St. Louis, man. I'm from the ghettoest place in the world." Man. All right, then, because we had rooms at the casino there. Like, yeah, man, just, don't go down the street too far. Don't, I'm like, bro, I go where I want to go, man. So I'm thinking I'm go down. I got to go to the dollar store. I'm going to the Dollar General to get me some razors for my face, man. So I'll go there. I'm like, yo, what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? I see this woman over there, she's soliciting. I'm like, yo, it's crazy here.
Right.
They really getting down here. I did not know that, bro.
Oh, yeah?
No, I did not know that.
It's a streetwalker?
Yes.
Never know who's out there. You never know, man.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, man. It was rough down there, man. Rough, real rough. Like, yo, yeah, okay, all right,
not Lehigh Valley rough, but still.
No, that's a different kind of rough.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. All right, you got any action on these two college games tonight, Eytan?
UCF. I'm gonna go.
UCF is laying 7 at Louisville. Yeah,
correct.
Louisville.
I'm gonna lay the 3.5 though on the first half.
That's a high total too, 67.
So what round robin you got going on right now?
I'll tell you in a sec here, but remember Louisville got beat up bad the last time they played. It was a random night. It wasn't a Saturday night, was it?
No, it was a Thursday. It was last Thursday, wasn't it?
Yeah, last Thursday, right?
It was last Thursday.
Remember that game?
Well, they got beat by Ole Miss.
Yeah.
That was the Monday night. That was Labor Day night.
That was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, because they rolled through Kentucky in between. But right, that was like week 1's Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're on week 3 now with week 0.
And the game went way under the total.
No. Well, what was the total?
The total was like 75.
Oh, okay. Because
it was like a bowl game total.
And Louisville was like at 11 or so. I remember something around those lines, and they just got absolutely smashed. UCF's a pretty good team. It's in Louisville. I don't think that matters much. I wouldn't be surprised at all if the Golden Knights get out early and have this lead, and probably wire to wire, to be honest with you. I don't know. There's something about Louisville, their defense, that really concerns me. So I would move away from this.
Okay.
We can get my guy, Mersha, some other people on if you'd like, but that would be my play, my one play. I don't have anything else on.
Kansas State is taking money
tonight.
Kansas State is taking on some money. That line has
question.
come down a half a point or so. Up against Carson Strong.
Carson Strong's good, man. Their offense is real good, man.
Yeah, I'm seeing somewhere that he might be maybe the first quarterback taken.
He's like 6'5".
He's 6'5", 215, yeah.
Right. And then he has some receivers, man. His receivers are like 6'3", 6'4". He has a tight end that's 6'6", 240. Was a wide receiver, moved into tight end because he was so big. And he's just killing folks because they don't have anybody to cover him. You know, kind of like it was supposed to be in the Atlanta game, you know, with their tight end, but it didn't work out that way. But he's kind of the same guy. He's more so he's a route runner. He's not less a point of attack blocker. He can't do that at this point, but he can go out there and catch it. He's a matchup nightmare because you can't really put a safety on him because the safety might not be big enough, and then a linebacker's too slow for him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Long stride guy. They make some big plays, man. So Kansas State have to win. Plus,
you actually have a good game this week. That's one of the good games.
Right, yeah, I'm moving up in the world, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
I'll have the big truck. I won't have the van and the trailer this time.
Is that right?
I'll have the big bus truck, like the big truck.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they got different.
So the production truck.
Yes, a real production. Yeah. I'll have 12 cameras. Bam!
Wow.
12 cameras, bro. All 22, high end zone.
What time is that kick?
2 o'clock Central, so 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock game.
All right.
1 o'clock.
I like Florida State.
Who they playing?
They're at Wake, catching 4.5.
That is a good game.
That's a good game too.
Yeah.
Florida State at Wake.
It's a 3:30 game.
Well, now, what time is Barrett's game again? Yeah. By the way, there's some decent money on Florida State.
Barrett's at 2 o'clock Eastern, 1 his time. Yeah.
Lines moved, by the way. That Wake line has moved. Dropped 2 points in some cases.
Now, did you see Purdue takes on Notre Dame this week at Notre Dame? And apparently Purdue can't get their big bass drum into the stadium. You know, they've got the world's largest drum. It's like 10 feet high, this huge bass drum.
Yeah.
And the entrance for the visitors is too small to get the drum through, and Notre Dame will not allow them to bring it in their entrance, which could accommodate it. How petty is this? You got to have the bass drum.
Wow, I see him flexing. I understand, man. I understand. You're not gonna bring in your drum into my spot. Who do you think you are?
What are they scared of the drum for?
They're not, man. I just understand that's just
competitive. How often has this happened in the past?
Well, they haven't played there since I think 2012. But back then, the entrance for the visitors was big enough, and they got the drum in.
Yeah, but how often is this happening elsewhere?
I don't know that it has happened anywhere. This is big news.
It's huge news.
Yeah. I mean, Purdue ought to just like stand right outside the stadium, right at the entrance, to just pound that sucker for the entire game.
That would be amazing, bro, because that'd be a competitive advantage.
Exactly. Just bang on the drum.
Hey, another good game, man. There's 2 good games I'm be looking at also. Michigan State and Miami is a good game.
Yeah.
And then you got Virginia Tech, West Virginia. Virginia Tech, West Virginia.
Tech's already lost a point of value. It's down. It was at 3. It's down to 2 now.
A couple of Temple connections in that Michigan State Miami game. Of course. Well, the head coach for Miami was the Temple head coach for 17 or 18 days.
That's
and the backup quarterback for Michigan State is Temple's old quarterback.
That's
Russo.
Right. Yep.
Right.
That's right.
Transferred out there.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So let me see that here real quick, because I had this other one. Why can't I find this stupid Kansas State thing with the money? You said 2:30, right?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Hasn't moved much.
It's 1.5, 2.
Yeah, it was at 2.5 initially.
Yeah.
Now, what's the line? I want to know what's the line on Ohio State Tulsa.
I just saw that one right here. It's 24.5. Ohio State's laying 24.5.
Not a good. I mean,
Back home.
I'd go with Tulsa on that, man.
Wow, Barrett with a play.
Yeah, I think Tulsa a lot better than what people thought.
Well, yeah, their offense, them and Tulane just came off a couple of weeks of putting up a lot of points. Who did
Absolutely.
Tulsa lost to Oklahoma State last week.
But I thought they played somebody else.
Yeah, they lost to Cal Davis. They stink.
I'm telling you, watch the points on this. Here we go.
They lost to Cal Davis.
Well, that was the start of the year.
Well,
their offense looked much better against Oklahoma State, which is not a terrible team.
Right.
They scored 20. They scored 23 points in the Oklahoma State game.
Yeah, against a much better defense than UC Davis is my point.
How is how is Oregon playing Stony Brook, man? The FCS team, man. They're ranked number 4 in the country playing Stony Brook.
They scheduled that assuming they'd lose to Ohio State.
Right. I mean, Alabama played Mercer last week.
Right. The moral victory.
By the way. All right, I'll give you the monster. You ready? This is before we break, and we'll come back and start the second hour. And remember, Barrett, you're out of here. What time today?
12:30.
Okay. So I'll give you the monster one here that we threw in. This is a 3-bet parlay round robin. So I have only 5 legs, but the payout is pretty damn good here. Cincinnati minus 3.5 at Indiana. There's just no way Indiana wins this game. I don't even think Indiana is going to be in this game, to be honest with you. Cincinnati's legit. Oklahoma 20.
Yeah, that line's too low.
Right?
Yeah, I saw that earlier in the week. That jumped out at me.
What is it now? Has it moved at all, by the way? Because I don't know. I got in earlier in the week, too. I didn't anticipate it moving much. I just didn't think it would be that big of a market to move. But that's the one that I started with, at least. Cincinnati just rolling through Indiana. The second one is Oklahoma covering that 22.5 against Nebraska. Yeah,
Nebraska.
I hate Nebraska this year, just as far as the play is concerned. Like, I don't have anything personal against them. Under 52.5. I did see this move up a half a point to 53. So I'm not sure if the total at Penn State has dropped anything less than that. But
the line moved to 5, though.
It did move to 5.
Yeah.
I don't know how, because the whiteout is 10 points alone. Like that.
Yeah, that whiteout is a bunch of nonsense.
No,
their record during the whiteouts is like 500.
Well, they're taking
Seriously.
on like the best teams in the country. The teams they beat are the teams that are worse than them in a whiteout, and they roll.
It's whiteout.
Auburn hasn't played anybody. They played Akron and Alabama State.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's a 5-point dog on the road.
Well, let me know.
Cincinnati is 3.5.
Yeah, that hasn't moved. So
3.5.
It's still at 52.5. By the way, that's an underplay all day, by the way, at Penn State. Just for their defense, who's been lights out. Their defense is top 5 in the country right now. And Auburn, as much as they haven't played anybody, their defense, like, they're not giving up points to these teams either. They only gave up 10 points in 2 games. Next one is over. You're going to love this one. Over 76 points. Now, do you know what game I'm talking about here?
76.
This might be one of the tallest totals on the board. Across the board. Nope. Although that's a really good guess. I just don't think you can count on Stony Brook, unfortunately, to score any points.
No.
So that total is probably going to be a little lower. We just brought up, I'd at least just brought up this team. And
Central Florida.
No.
67-point total.
67. We went over 76 with Tulane at Ole Miss. Now, Tulane puts up points, and Ole Miss does.
Ole Miss likes to throw it.
Both teams.
I like their quarterback.
Ole Miss's quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh, when we come back, I want to know. Tell me a little bit something about this Arizona State game, or Arizona State BYU.
BYU.
Last one here was Fresno. I got Fresno at plus 11.5 at UCLA. This is a look-ahead game for UCLA. Yeah. Fresno State.
Fresno's not that bad.
No, sneaky double-digit points on the road.
Yeah, those Fresno kids. They're the guys that they wanted to go to UCLA and they couldn't get in, so they're pissed off.
Right.
Okay.
All right, I love it. All right, we're back in 3. It's the middle.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hits. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit. Glasses for cocktails, right?
It's for this, And that.
Is the length of the glass equal to your...
You betcha.
But is it made out of...
Glass?
Yeah, okay, but is the rip...
Smooth?
Will you stop doing...
That?
I'm the professional here.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. 1 free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of stateside vodka. All from the company that's highly awarded. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and deliciously tasting vodka. So good, it just disappears.
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull beef jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
As a hard-working American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. Turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm. Find out why they say, "We got this."
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 98, is a proud sponsor of The Labor Show with J. and Krause every Saturday night from 6 till 8 p.m. IBEW Local 98's highly trained and superbly skilled electricians are the best in the business, setting the highest safety standards in the electrical industry. So when you're planning your next industrial, commercial, or residential project, choose an IBEW Local 98 union contractor. Learn more at IBEW98.org.
All right, so let's look at this here. Is there anybody right now that has the Eagles winning this football game? Let's start here, because I don't. I have the Niners winning by 4, 27-23.
I have the Niners winning by 3 and the Eagles covering.
Well, it's down to 3 right now.
Well, I was in at 3.5.
Well, you need to clarify that.
Yeah.
Somebody may look at this right now and say, "What do you mean covering?" It's a push. I definitely see a push, by the way.
Well, you know what? I actually just wrote my, for NBC, we had to write a little prediction. And my prediction, I went through, blah, blah, blah and everything. And I said, I would have to, I said the 49ers are at this point more ready to compete for the in the NFC. But I'm going 49 with the 49ers, 24-20. So that was my prediction, 24-20.
Now, what's your score, Harry? Because so far the two of us are under the 49.5.
Right. I'm going Niners 27 and Eagles 24.
27-24. So you're over.
Just, yes. Is it 50?
No, it's 49.5.
Oh, okay. It's dropped to half. Okay. Yeah. 27-24.
Yeah, I'm with Barrett on this one. I think the ball just moves, and we're just going to see the clock tick. Guys on the ground, quick passes, middle. But this is the problem, and I still think, like, I'm under. I did get under at 50. But the one problem is the big play potential, right? We saw that last night where, what is it, Darius Slayton right now. And even with Terry McLaurin, if you have a big play guy and you happen to use him, you're going to get chances in a football game. It's just the nature of how the offense is run right now. Well, this team in San Fran and our squad in Philadelphia each boasts at least 2 guys who can break a game open with one play, or, to be fair, in the sense of Kittle, just dominate a football game. Dominate a football game. Now, do we have a guy like that? Do we have a 13 buck 82 TD guy? Is that Devontae? Is that Dallas Goedert? Is that Quez Watkins?
I think that's a little. I think that's a little much to put on Devontae.
Right. I mean, if anything, you're right, man.
I think he's eventually with that guy. You know, an occasion, but I don't think it's this weekend.
Even when Ertz was Ertz, he wasn't a buck 80 type of guy. Well, he'd give you a buck 20.
Well, that's because when he'd catch the ball, that's where the play ended.
That was it. It was a wrap. No yak, baby.
Right.
No yak.
Right.
Just right there. You know, I'm
just sit down in a zone and Carson will fire it right into your belly and then you fall over. First down.
Maybe this was on Carson. Now that we see
Carson never led him.
Seriously,
know what I mean? Yeah.
Right? Maybe this whole time we're ripping Zach Ertz. Maybe Ertz was so smart.
Right.
He was one step ahead of the game and thinking, what the hell am I going to do stretching this route out when he's not going to hit me anyway?
Well, that was the big news yesterday is that they found out why Jason Kelce dyed his hair. And apparently he made a bet with Zach Ertz. See, it was not just the media that was talking about Zach Ertz not being with the Eagles to start the season. The players were thinking it too. In fact, Kelce bet him that if he's on the Eagles roster for week 1, he'll dye his hair blonde. And now he lost the bet.
Is there anybody else? Like, would you make a bet right now? Double it down. Who else? Jordan Mailata? Is it Ike? Sayamalu? Who else would make the bet and say, okay, well, I'm going to bet you, Ertz, that you're not on the team come the trade deadline?
Goddard. How about Goddard do it?
Yeah.
By the trade deadline. Or I'll dye my hair.
Lane. You know, be somebody like Lane.
Well, he doesn't have any hair.
Right.
I was saying he dye his beard like purple or green or something. You know what I mean?
Oh, come on. I got the beard thing locked down here. We brought that up yesterday, didn't we? Or today, this morning? I forget. One of these shows. Now Lane Johnson's got to steal my bit. Jesus. Come on.
What are you dyeing your beard on Fox 29?
No, that was the whole thing. Barrett was the one who brought it up about hair. And I was saying, well, I don't have the blonde hair. I can just do the beard.
And put the Beijing in it.
There we go, the Beijing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's twice in one episode.
Yeah, and Penn State's record with the whiteout is 8-8. Okay,
yeah, well,
so I think everybody just needs to calm down about the whiteout.
How many times did they lose to a team like Auburn?
Well, they do it typically for Ohio State and Michigan games. Okay? But they've also had it for Illinois and Purdue. They lost to Purdue in the first whiteout game ever. Purdue.
How long ago was that?
That was 2004.
Okay, and you're talking about 17, like that's a long time ago, 17 years ago. Give me something more recent.
They're 8-8.
Give me something a little more recent.
Well, the last
trends you're pulling back from
2, 4, 6, 8. The last 8 times they've done it, it's either been against Ohio State or Michigan.
Yeah, that's pretty good competition.
Well, that's their conference, though.
Right?
I mean, come on.
You need think about this. If you're taking out Ohio State, that's already better than you. You need some sort of equalizer.
Why do you need a whiteout for Ohio State? You face them every 2 years at home. This is a gimmick.
Yeah, but the whiteout isn't just impressive.
That's what I'm saying, though. When is it not? Like anything is people go down to Sixers games and get T-shirts to wear.
I never wear those T-shirts.
I mean, it's the whole thing about it.
All right. You know what city does that and obeys and wears all the T-shirts? Oklahoma City.
Do they?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What are they doing there outside of basketball games where they're getting free
They
T-shirts?
got nothing.
No.
I mean, Schwartzman ought to move there for the T-shirts, just for the free shirts.
What do they do? Do they do it for college?
2015.
Oh my God, that's great. Let me tell you,
Russell Westbrook night.
It was a Russell Westbrook night.
Oh God.
So I mean that's.
No, I mean this all started with I don't know how we got on that because it all started with the Eagles.
The whiteout, man.
No, but I don't know.
We're talking about advantages.
It was dyeing the hair.
Yeah.
So that got me to the white.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Just
colors.
making sure.
Yeah.
Because it just amazes me that there are so many people that will root for this team, like we all will root for this team to win. but not many people are giving this squad a chance to win this football game at home opener. We talk about the whiteout. You don't think that there's going to be any energy here?
Oh, there's going to be a lot of energy
that puts the Eagles over the top. So what's the difference? The difference is that they're not all in the same T-shirt for you.
Right.
Is that the difference?
Right. Yeah. Midnight green T-shirts. And man, dog masks. Maybe they wear the dog culture, dog mentality T-shirts.
Oh man, those
DAGG.
Now what happens?
DOGG.
Let me ask you this: what happens if they lose this game? What happens to the dog T-shirts?
I think they
still come out.
They go to the washing machine.
You know, I don't
fold
think
them up, put them in a drawer.
I don't really think it's really a mantra for them, though. In all actuality, I don't think so. I think they just, they're just trying whatever. You know what I mean? Just whatever. Try to get things going in the right direction. I mean, to me, as long as they play hard, assignment correct, don't make a lot of mistakes, and they're in the game, it's not a moral victory, but I think they're going in the right direction because we have to still stay and understand and keep things level-headed because this team went
4-11-1.
I mean, they tied Cincinnati, man.
Right.
4-11-1. They tied Cincinnati.
Now we got some breaking news on the stream here.
What's that?
In Ball 316, Bow 316, BAUGH, says his brother got kicked out of a NASCAR race for being too drunk. How is that possible?
That is hard, bro.
Seriously.
That is hard.
I need more details as to how much alcohol was consumed and what it was.
That's phenomenal there. That's you had to really work at getting kicked out. You put a lot of effort into getting kicked out when you get kicked out of NASCAR, bro.
Right. It was at Dover.
Right. Oh, come on, man. Half the people that have teeth,
on top of that.
You know what I'm saying?
What's that?
Dover on top of that?
Yeah, it was Dover.
Like Bristol or something like that. Dover.
Come on, man.
That is impressive.
When did this happen?
Wow.
Last night? I mean, when was there a race?
I'm not sure.
You said, all right. I mean,
I'm not sure.
I thought it just happened.
Well, yeah, they just put it up on the stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, that's
it's like he just got thrown out this morning en route to a tailgate for a race 6 hours from now.
Yeah. Wow.
I bet you can get in there early.
I'm sure you can. Yeah, they bring motorhomes in there like, days in advance.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So why can't we do that with the Eagles?
Because the Eagles don't allow it.
Well, that's what I mean.
Or the city doesn't allow it.
So the city are a bunch of idiots. Have you ever tried to drive around Philadelphia?
Yeah.
The people that are in charge of any major city have no
They
clue
are idiots.
what they're doing.
I agree.
So don't use I can't use that as a barometer for whether or not our plan here is a good one or not. But why not open up the damn thing, right? Open up the damn lot Saturday afternoon, maybe like 8:00 at night.
I agree.
Right? You get early entrance, but the caveat is the only people that can get in there are RVs or motorhomes. You can't slide in there.
Hey, Shan, I'm gonna tell you this though, and I hate to go back and even label this fan base like that, but we were the first fan base to have a bona fide jail and judge in a stadium.
Yeah.
A court inside the stadium.
Well,
we
that's
were the first.
Isn't it?
And it was my wife's, I think it was her cousin, her second cousin, wasn't her first, her second cousin was the first person to get arrested.
Is that right?
Yes. Damn, Dave.
They should get a plaque.
Bro, no.
Judge Seamus McCaffrey.
We're actually playing the first game was a Monday night game. They had this thing. It was a Monday night game against the 49ers. And I'm sitting there. I'm on the field. I'm on the sideline. And all of a sudden, Fred McCray comes up to me and hey, man, ain't that your wife sitting right there? Who's that dude that's getting escorted out by your wife? And I looked around. It's her cousin. He's a 49er fan. He was all oiled up and liquored up and gets arrested. He's the first person arrested and tried in the stadium, man. I'm like, come on, man.
Well, that's a record right there.
We all in front of company, bro. We all in front of company, and you doing this, man. Needless to say, I never gave him another ticket, but you can't do that in front of company, man. You can only do that in if you're at our house or something. You can't do it when it's my professional place of business where I work at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got my people looking all crazy.
Acting the fool.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was crazy, man.
Oh, that's a big thing.
Judge Seamus McCaffrey.
They removed that though. Not
that's
Clancy.
That's no longer no, not him.
Now that's gone though now.
Yes.
So,
well, we
did not move over to the link.
Well, that's because our fans aren't like that anymore, man.
All right. Well, then why hold it?
Then why can't they come in early?
Exactly. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
put it through the new one.
All right. You really want to just go ahead and excite something like that? You would really be exciting something. I mean, can you imagine that? Can you imagine that?
Hey, they do it at Penn State. Those RVs are already in there for this week's game.
Yeah, you're right.
They're tailgating up there.
I remember my first game against Nebraska in college. I redshirted, and the first home game that I was a part of was against Nebraska. And I can remember when we were driving to practice. We were driving to the stadium for the game, and I see all these big red RVs. There were more Nebraska fans than there were K-State fans in there. It was just a sea of red, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? They travel well.
Yeah, they travel.
You think we'll see a lot of Niners fans? They travel well. Not like us, but
no, not like us.
You don't think so though?
Nah, not like us, bro.
No, I'm not saying that they travel like us. I'm just asking if you think we'll see a lot of Niners red in there.
We might.
I mean, I heard last week, this is in the fourth quarter or so, and I moved to the other room with the audio still on the television, and Matt Ryan got sacked, and it was loud. And I thought in the other room, like, man, maybe the Falcons got some backdoor touchdown that I should keep an eye on or something. And I go back into the room with the TV on real quick, and Ryan's getting up from getting hit. And that place sounded, now it wasn't like a roar overwhelming, but it was enough of a cheer for Ryan getting hit that I thought it was hometown people cheering for something positive. And in fact, it was just Philadelphians down there doing their thing.
Wow.
That's what we do. Hey, hold on. Somebody's at my door.
I was at a Niners-Eagles game back in 1989 at the Vet. And Joe Montana threw 4 touchdown passes in the fourth quarter to bring them back to win. Unbelievable performance.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got to see Montana play
in the prime.
The prime. Now, who was on that Eagles team?
Randall. I mean, that was a good Eagles team too. That was that late 80s Buddy Ryan, type defense and stuff.
Yep.
Yo, guys, I got to roll, man.
What?
Yeah, I got to roll, man. I'm sorry, bro. That's my hey, have a good weekend, everybody.
Let's
go Birds.
Give us your score one more time on the way out of here. What was it again?
24-20.
There you go. There you go. 24.
All right, fellas.
All right.
Yeah, man, we'll see you.
Yeah, I mean, that was a Randall Cunningham, production.
Right. Big
Montana threw for 428 yards in that game. 5 touchdowns total and a pick, but 4 of them were in the fourth quarter.
Who's got more all-time passing yards, Brady or Montana?
Oh, it's got to be Brady because he's played so much longer.
Well, don't look at it from an amass. Just look at it from like a season per season. Maybe is a better way.
Okay, let me check that.
Brady, I mean, he had 4,600 last year.
Yeah,
never hit 5,000 outside of that 1 year in 2011. Now, granted, the game changed in 2008 anyway.
Right.
So it opened it up a little bit. But still, for a guy who's the best ever.
He's got almost 80,000 yards.
Well, yes, but because he also played since 2000.
Right.
But if you look at it season by season, 07, he had that 4,800. 2011, he had that 52, then 48 following that. He doesn't really get back up there. Last year's a little different because it's a new team and all, and clearly there's some talent. But 48, 47, pretty much like 45, I would guess would be an average since over the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Like that. Now, Montana is playing in an era where it's just impossible compared to now to throw the football. But
I mean, he was like 3,000. He He had 3,900 a couple of times. He never eclipsed 4,000 yards.
That's insane, isn't it?
And 40,000 overall, 40,551. So half of Brady, essentially. And he played 15 years.
Think about how difficult.
Brady's played 22. This is his 22nd year.
Well, Montana also got beat to shit.
Right.
Towards the end of his, even in time in San
He
Fran.
missed an entire season because of an elbow. Right. And Brady missed 15 of 16 games because he got hurt in week 1 against Kansas City.
Yeah, and the difference is that Montana's job wasn't safe.
Right.
Versus Tom Brady, who could miss 2 years.
Yeah, right.
Anyway.
Yeah, he didn't have Steve Young breathing down his neck.
Not at all. So what would be his signature year? He hit 3,900 yards in 90, the year before he gets hurt. They were 14-1, all these other great things, but he led the league in picks that year at 16.
Yeah.
How about that year where he only
did that lead the league? Because it's not in bold print here.
Oh, it is for me on Wiki.
Oh, see, I'm on Pro Football Reference.
All right, we'll defer to you on that.
Yeah.
What about 87, where Montana throws for just over 3,000 yards? Yeah. He throws for 31-13 TD to pick ratio.
Yep. 66.8% completion led the league that year. 31 touchdowns led the league that year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's oh no, I'm sorry. 16 picks was a career high for him, not a league.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so that's
verified. Yes.
Woo.
In 1989, he threw for 70.2% completion percentage, which led the league.
That's ridiculous.
So there were a lot more interceptions back then because you could actually play defense.
Right.
Defenders could actually, touch receivers. So, you look back in those, even the older days, like, Joe Namath, I think, had more interceptions than touchdowns in his career.
Correct.
You were allowed to mug guys. Seriously.
Yeah, and that's why you kind of look at it. So here's the thing. 88 and 89. 89 is an amazing year. Look at the playoff run. So they win all 3 games in the playoffs. He has a 78.3 completion percentage. He threw for 11 touchdowns to 0 picks.
Yep.
With a 146, 0.4 rating.
Mm-hmm.
That's like Joe Flacco run.
Right.
There. That had people questioning if Flacco was elite.
Yeah, 2012. Man. Yeah, I mean, Brady's played in 45 playoff games. Think about that.
Compared to Montana, who's played in
23.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's played in more playoff games, right? Not even Charles Haley's played in more playoff games than Brady.
Right. 45.
Yeah, that's ignorant.
I mean, that's more than 2 seasons worth of games.
Seriously. Every single year.
Yeah.
You just keep adding to the total and adding to the total.
Right.
That is amazing.
Unbelievable.
Now, there's really no, we'll take a break in a minute, but just looking at this here, there's really no major injury factor that's coming into this game, correct?
Well, I mean, for the Niners, their defensive backfield.
No, but that's already my point. Sorry. Oh. That's already been solved.
Well, solved is up for debate. I mean, they've got other bodies in there, but is it going to be maybe the difference between winning and losing?
Yeah, that's a great point. And I think that is a valid question to ask. My only thing was that this isn't lingering. Like, we know Barrett is out.
Right.
We know Kirkpatrick is in as a signee.
But Mosley's banged up.
Mosley is banged up, but he'll play, right?
I would think so.
So maybe that's the one. Mosley himself and his status on whether or not there really is anybody else that's lingering. The Eagles don't have anybody that's lingering right now. Thank goodness.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to see that.
Oh, Avonte Maddox was added to the injury list, apparently. Kinlaw.
Did you know that, by the way?
No, I'm just finding this out. This was yesterday afternoon, according to Bleeding Green Nation, which is a great place to go for your Eagles information.
Absolutely.
6 players were limited in practice. Of course, McLeod, Ertz, Brandon Brooks, Maddox, Epps, and J.J. Arcega-Whiteside.
But everybody played last week, too, on that list.
Right.
So even Brooks, who was on that list ahead of time before that game.
Well, Epps got hurt in the game.
Epps did, correct.
Yeah.
But Brooks was ahead of time.
Correct.
And played.
McLeod didn't play.
McLeod did not play, but I didn't think we were going to get McLeod in this game anyway, right?
No, I know. I think I pretty much assumed that anyway.
Okay, I was just curious if there was who would be lingering right now from an injury standpoint that may have
for the Eagles,
just in general in this game. That's all.
Well, Kinlaw possibly. He missed practice again yesterday. He's got a knee issue that requires maintenance all season long, and it could be bothering him, they say, for the entire year.
Okay. But he played last week.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, Greenlaw, not Kinlaw. There are a lot of laws here. Greenlaw is out.
Right.
It doesn't look like Mosley's. I don't know. What day are you looking at here? I'm looking at updated September 16th. So that's yesterday.
Yeah, all the stuff I'm looking at is from yesterday.
Okay, so
yeah.
Kinlaw peered toward reporters on the sideline with their iPhone cameras rolling, lined up with his defensive lineman and blasted forward with no hindrance. Call that an optimistic sign. The 49ers top draft pick last year will make a season debut Sunday against the Eagles.
Okay.
Look, there's up and downs here. Barrett is a loss, but if they get Kinlaw back,
that's a plus.
That's a major plus.
Yeah. Yeah, they have Kinlaw and Greenlaw, and Greenlaw is out for 6 to 8 weeks.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now,
not Ty Law, says
no,
Nikki Blackburn on the stream.
That's a great law. Amazing law.
Not Fritz and Beyond Cooley.
No.
Law.
Exactly. If there's a law firm, then it's the Fritz and B and Cooley law firm, by all means. No, I'm just curious now, with all of this talk about Greenlaw, like Raheem Mostert's out. Okay, they have Elijah Mitchell.
Who's pretty good.
Very good. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
All right, you also have with Kinlaw in, it mitigates a lot of the damage lost with Greenlaw out.
Right. And last week, Kittle only got targeted 5 times. He made 4 catches. Really wasn't a huge factor in that game.
Well, no, they didn't need anybody.
Well, I'm saying they built that lead on like Deebo Samuel and company. He had like 12 targets.
Yeah, this is a big thing, and we'll talk about this coming up. But last week, both teams were disinterested. It just happened that the Eagles were so new and fresh and everything that they're going to destroy a team if you let them. The Niners were just like, let's just get out of here with the win. And I think it made them look a lot worse than it actually was.
I agree.
All right, let's take a quick one here. A quick reminder for you to hit that like button, that thumbs up button, and make sure you are subscribed to the JAKIB Media YouTube page across the board. Barrett, we'll see if his prediction is right, is now in K-State land. I'm sure there's some pre-show production meeting that he got roped into. Or
probably.
Maybe it was his ride. Maybe his Uber was there to take him to White Castle.
There was definitely somebody who was there to pick him up.
I think so.
Yeah, you think he's going to lunch at White Castle?
I wouldn't put it past him by any means.
He should put that on video if he's doing that. The people would love to see him annihilate sliders.
Absolutely right. That's a TikTok
I'd
video.
watch it.
I would too.
I would watch it.
Put that on a 30 for 30. Right? 30 White Castle sliders in 30 minutes.
Get that on the YouTube channel for JAKIB Media. That would get thousands of hits.
Absolutely, man. Are you kidding me? That's a 70K watch right there.
Right.
We also have to get to this Belichick quote, too, because it's just amazing. All happening here on the middle.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hits. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit. Glass is for cocktails, right?
It's for this, and that.
Is the length of the glass equal to your...
You betcha.
But is it made out of...
Glass?
Yeah, okay, but is the rip...
Smooth?
Will you stop doing...
That?
I'm the professional here.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. One free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of stateside vodka. All from the company that's highly awarded. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and deliciously tasting vodka. So good, it just disappears.
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull beef jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
As a hard-working American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. Turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm. Find out why they say, "We got this."
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 98, is a proud sponsor of The Labor Show with J. and Krause every Saturday night from 6 till 8 p.m. IBEW Local 98's highly trained and superbly skilled electricians are the best in the business, setting the highest safety standards in the electrical industry. So when you're planning your next industrial, commercial, or residential project, choose an IBEW Local 98 union contractor. Learn more at ibew98.org.
All right, so
Bill Belichick.
Yeah, Bill Belichick said, I don't really know or care anything about social media. I don't even know what's out there, but it doesn't matter. We played football before there was social media.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't matter then either. Now,
Right.
I don't know what was there context to this or?
I don't know. I'm looking at Julian Edelman tweeted about it and tweeted the video of Belichick talking.
See the Mike Reese quote.
And he says, Edelman says, snap face, my face, Insta chat, Insta face. Because didn't he call it snap face, or was that Saban?
No, he called it snap face. In fact, I'll bring it up here. I have this quote.
Belichick did.
Correct. I have
Okay.
it from EEI. So just give me 1 second and I'll pull it up. I just like the tweet. So it's in there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this was from EEI when he was talking about a video.
Any thoughts on the video or on the comments?
Yeah. Well, as you know, I'm not on Snapface and all that, so I don't really get those. But I'm really just worried about getting our team ready to go. Not really too worried about what they put on instant chat or whatever it is.
Now, does your team have any kind of guidelines as far as in the locker room social media is concerned? I know you specifically don't have a lot of experience with it, but a lot of your players, of course, are on these different things. Is that something that's mapped out for them?
Yeah, we're really focused on trying to play well and win this week in the AFC Championship game. That's really what it's about.
I just sent you the other thing.
What's
to your
that?
email? I guess this one that happened today.
Oh, okay.
Or yesterday, whatever it was.
But what was this whole thing in context of?
I'm not sure. I can't listen to it during the show because I don't want the
No, I
volume.
understand that. But I'm just saying, like, is there anything at all surrounding
Yeah, like I don't know if a
responding?
player tweeted something.
Yeah,
or,
that's what I'm asking for,
Well,
right?
I agree. I don't know what the situation is. Let me see if I can find some more posts here.
Because all I see here is a still shot on Edelman. You had a here we go.
No, it's video.
First of all, I don't really know or care anything about social media. I don't even know what's out there or isn't out there. So that's irrelevant to me. But it doesn't matter. We played football before there was social media and it didn't matter then either. So But I think anytime you have a team that we all, rely on each other, we're all accountable to each other, and we all support each other, and we all make mistakes. And we can make a mistake at the beginning of the game, we can make a mistake at the end of the game, and sometimes that gets magnified because of the timing of it. But there are other things that could have happened at different points of the game that would have, had just as big or maybe even a bigger effect on the game. So
I don't know. Is he referencing the Giants' mistake at the end of the game last night?
I don't know, honestly. To be honest,
because maybe somebody asked him about Joe Judge, because he was coached with him, in the mistake. I don't know. I'm just kind of hypothesizing because Mike Reese also tweeted that Belichick finished a near 10-minute answer on the history of the long snapper and how it has become specialized as a roster spot, and then thanked the reporter. Was thanked by the reporter for such a thorough answer. 10 minutes he went on, waxed on. That's what Andy Reid. That's how Andy Reid got the job here in Philadelphia. Remember that?
Talking
about the long snapper. He gave like a dissertation that was just it blew Jeffrey Lurie out of the water about how detailed he was about the long snapper and the value of a long snapper on the roster, that it blew Lurie away.
Well, I'm sure that at some point, Robert Kraft, in one of these owner buddy meetings, dropped one of these water cooler nuggets on Jeffrey Lurie's head about the long snapper because he's privy to these conversations with Belichick. And Lurie's thinking to himself, oh, man, I got to get me one of those.
Right.
I got to get me one of those guys.
Right. I need a guy that's all in on the long snapper here in Philadelphia.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. No, I don't know what the context of this was.
It's just bizarre because I know the snap face thing came back up that we just played. I didn't know what it was. Maybe there was something going on with Mac Jones on social versus Cam Newton, things like that.
But yeah, it could be.
Yeah, I can't imagine sitting in a 13-hour interview.
No.
And just talking. I mean, look, I don't know anybody on the planet. And I say this because I'm sure my wife would offer me up as the very first person to not be in a room for 13 straight hours with. But I don't even know. Like, have you been in a room with one person and only one person for 13 straight hours? Probably not even your wife.
That wasn't my wife.
Well, I don't even think it was. And
not in a while.
Anything personal with you. I'm just saying in general. Like,
yeah. No, I mean, the longest interview I ever was on was 5 hours.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was grueling. Yeah.
That's terrible. Look, I'm sorry. There's no job in the world that requires that much vetting.
Well, I found out about it too the day of. Like, they called me. I was selling copiers at the time in North Carolina, and I was trying to get this medical gig. And they called me up in the morning. I answered my phone at my cube, and they said, can you get on a flight and be in Charleston, South Carolina this afternoon at 1:00 to meet so-and-so? And I'm like, I guess I can. Yeah. I mean, I just immediately went to the airport, booked a flight, got on the plane, flew down to Charleston and met with this guy for 5 hours, flew home that night and got the job like the next day.
Wow.
That was a 5-hour interview plus plane, which was probably about a 40-minute plane ride, half hour.
One way, though.
Well, both ways was half hour each way.
Oh, okay.
From Raleigh to Charleston is a short trip.
So can you imagine not getting that job? 5 hours is one thing.
Right. Plus, I had to spend money on the plane ticket the day of. It was not a cheap, flight. So they reimbursed me once I got the gig, but I'm wondering if I didn't get the gig, would they have reimbursed me?
I would
probably not.
I would hope so. My goodness, that's something right there.
Yeah.
Like spending all of that time, effort.
I think that was a big part of the deal. Like, does he really want this job? We're going to see. We're going to test this guy.
Test his mettle.
Right.
When it comes
how
to
much do you want it?
Yeah. How passionate are you about this job?
Right.
Let's get you in a 5-hour interview after you have to fly down here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. McLeod has just been ruled out.
Right. I kind of figured that anyway.
Yeah. I don't think this is shocking by any means. But look, that just goes back to the whole thing about how there really isn't anything at all from an injury standpoint that
Well, I wonder if Epps is going to play.
Epps is the only one, right?
Yeah. Wallace did a decent job apparently last week. Didn't hurt him.
Right.
So.
Man, Nick Sirianni is wearing a Jalen Hurts T-shirt today.
No.
Yeah.
What is it? Does it just have a picture of Jalen Hurts in uniform on it, or what is it?
No, it's a picture of Hurts, and he's got these Hitman Hart glasses on.
Oh, Brett the Hitman Hart.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Wow.
Again,
wow, you love this.
Nobody's doing this though. Oh, come on! This is what this is the new athlete, or this is the league. No. Nobody's doing this.
Well, I don't know if anybody else is doing it.
Where is Andy Reid and the Pat Mahomes T-shirt, Harry?
Yeah. Well, Andy Reid. It's tough getting Andy Reid in a T-shirt.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean,
I don't know if they make
that's a lot of material for a T-shirt.
Fair. You think Robert Saleh is wearing a Zach Wilson headband? Right? Coming out there with the Zach Wilson headband?
Right.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I just like, where is it?
It's a pretty cool shirt, though. I'm looking at it.
Come on.
Maybe he's got some sort of investment in a T-shirt shop, and he's making a little Skrilla on the side.
I could look if the Eagles are not paying him that much to where he needs to bump up his side Skrilla with a couple of T-shirts. Nick Skrilla.
Nick Skrilla.
That's what they call him. That's what they call him on
InstaFace.
Yeah, exactly.
I like this T-shirt though.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, those glasses. They're like mirrors, sunglasses on. That's
good. the Hitman Hart.
Yeah, can you bring it up to show the people?
I closed them.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't want to continue this. Just can you win a couple of games with this whole T-shirt thing?
He's got one win, man.
Oh my God. They put Chip in Canton, remember.
I know.
After one win.
I know. After the win against the Washington football team.
Right.
Yep.
And here
Monday night.
Like they've got something good. Like they have something going here. They have momentum. They have a lot of youth that can play in this league. It's just to see this insistence of branding and rocking and putting this thing together. It's not even like a shirt that everybody is wearing, right? You see that a lot of NBA teams will wear something like that, or even the Eagles had that, one town, one city, whatever the hell that's. It's not even like a general slogan that everybody's wearing, that the whole team. Give me something like that.
I like the shirt. I like the shirt.
It's not about, for me, Harry, it's not about whether or not the shirt is a good shirt or not. It's just, why are we doing this? Why is everything right now about shirts?
I don't know. He's different.
No, he's not different.
He's not all, buttoned up and boring.
No, but look, you creating T-shirts after one win is not a barometer, for me at least, of boring or exciting. There are
all right, how many wins must he have before he can start rocking T-shirts like
How about a winning season?
A winning season?
Yeah. How about you win more than you lose, and we can start talking about these T-shirts and everything else that comes with it. You want to tell me that you got a dog mentality? That's fine. Go ahead.
Here's the thing that's the worst part about this. Is then every beat reporter has to put up a picture on Twitter of him in the T-shirt saying that he's rocking the Jalen Hurts T-shirt.
Right.
Because then I get a litany of tweets, and they're all the same damn picture.
Right.
That's what's annoying.
Not as annoying. Honestly, I don't know. My goodness.
He's also wearing a visor. He likes the visor.
Exactly. No,
good looking visor too.
This is shit that people like 91 SL Sixers eat up and other people. Like, this is just the lowest form of pandering that people love. And my brain doesn't work that way.
Why does it annoy you so much?
It doesn't annoy me. It's just that it's the lowest form of pandering, and people, and we've got streamers here that lap it up because that's all they can do. Like, their brain is so focused on the low. It's Big Mac mentality. It's, oh yeah, I'll take a Big Mac and I'll listen to the most trendy song out there. And I'm an individual. That's what this is. That's the mentality here. I'm an individual because I eat mass-produced food. I wear mass-produced clothing and I listen to mass-produced music.
What does that have to do with Nick Sirianni wearing a Jalen Hurts t-shirt?
I'm telling you, that's the mentality of it, is I'm going to stand out by doing something ridiculous or that doesn't even have any merit to it. That's all I'm saying.
I bet there's thousands of Eagle fans right now wondering where they can get a hold of that t-shirt.
Of course. Like I said, we've got people on the stream that'll lead it up and lap it up. And again, look, Big Mac sell, Harry. All right?
Right.
Big Mac
It's the special sauce.
Whatever it is, it mass-produced burger that's not even a burger sells. That's all. So, but don't sell me on the fact that you are a connoisseur of meat if your go-to is a Big Mac.
No.
That's all. That's what this is. This is a Big Mac mentality for Nick Sirianni and this team.
If you have to put steak sauce on every steak that you eat, you are not a connoisseur of fine meat.
Do something, please. Right. That's all. Yeah. That's what this is. They're putting steak sauce. They have a nice steak. They have a nice strip or even a filet here. It's been seasoned. They have something they can go with. And Sirianni comes out with the t-shirts and just pours a bottle of A1 on it. Come on.
A fine piece of filet.
Come on.
Right?
Yeah. Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith. You've got a young core here. You can grow with a nice defensive coordinator. And now it's all about branding this into t-shirts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, does the coordinator wear the t-shirts too?
Who knows? Who knows at this point? What about Kyler Murray? You think are they walking around with t-shirts?
They should.
Yeah, I'd much rather accept a t-shirt thing with Kyler Murray than with.
I was wrong about Kyler Murray. I was questioning that, him playing football over baseball. He made the right move.
Is Cliff Kingsbury walking around with a t-shirt here?
I don't know.
Right?
He's not dating Holly Saunders anymore, is he?
From the Golf Channel?
Well, formerly of the Golf Channel. Now she's just on InstaFace.
Holly Saunders, is she the same one who dated Casillas?
Yes. Okay. Same one.
No, I don't know where she is right now.
He was dating her for a little while. And then she was with Vegas Dave.
Yeah, that's when I lost.
And I think she dumped Vegas Dave, I think.
That's when I lost everything here.
I know.
I fell out of favor with her when I saw the whole Dave thing happen.
Yeah, me too. I mean, come on.
No.
What are you doing?
No.
Vegas Dave.
Unbelievable. I guarantee you're going to be wearing a t-shirt. You're going to be wearing this t-shirt.
Hey, man, if he beats the Niners, I might have to go out and buy one.
It's on Etsy.
It is?
Hurts Rents Due t-shirt. $26.
$26? Wow, that costs about $1 to make. That's a lot of profit.
Oh my God. It takes so little for us. We are the easiest fan base on the planet. Get up. I put a fake quote out about Bryce Harper, and I can't tell you how many Phillies fans, I don't even know if there are many anymore, where he didn't say that. Did he really say that? Oh my God. It's so easy.
What are you talking about?
I put a fake quote out on Twitter back when they were down 2 nights ago saying, well, this is an Eagles town anyway. And I attributed.
Oh, you attributed it to Harper. Yeah, I knew that was BS.
Of course you did. Anybody and everybody who has a brain, who has like 80, who's using 8% of their brain knows that's a joke. Are you kidding me? He didn't say that. I got people source that.
And that's why you do things like this. You're a troll.
So easy though. But here's the thing. The same people that get picked up and trolled like that spend their entire time on social media or others making fun of people who get trolled for other stuff.
Right.
I can't believe he didn't see that story on the news. And it's like, you're so easy to fool. All I needed to do was come out with my own t-shirt here that would be like, like a rip on Sirianni or something like that. That shirt's not available. You can't buy that shirt. Stop it.
You could get a shirt made up with Harper's like face in a batting helmet or something with the cloud above his head saying that, this is an Eagles town anyway. Yes. You could sell that.
I could definitely. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and do that.
You should do that. Yeah, that'd be good. John Shelton is saying that they broke up once Cliff started coaching the Cardinals. So I guess this was when he was still, what was he at SC? USC?
Yeah.
Wasn't he the OC at USC?
Correct.
Yeah.
Wow. Everson
Yeah.
Griffin has a concussion, suffered it after missing a deer on the road in a car crash. So he's out against the Cardinals. That's a big loss.
Wow.
That's a big loss. There you go. All right. There you have it. We'll be back on Monday. Last chance. We're out of here now, both of us. So last chance to change anything, your score, your result, anything like that.
Well, now that it's got the T-shirt on, I might have to adjust this score. I have the Eagles covering the number of 3.5 earlier this week. What did I say? 27-24?
Yeah.
Yeah. Niners.
So
I'll stick with it.
Nothing.
I'll stick with it.
Okay.
I'm not that fickle.
31-10 Niners.
Not Luke Fickle.
No, not Luke Fickle. 31-10 Niners. It's going on.
31-10.
Yeah.
Boy, this T-shirt has just put you into the abyss. You are just.
All right, here we go. We're out of here. Thanks to everybody for riding with us. On your way out, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. I love you, 91SL. I'm just busting your chops.
Hey, Bloomfield needs a donkey parlay before we leave. What's your parlay of the day?
Under the Eagles game, and all right. So
how about UCF and Maryland?
First half play for UCF,
okay.
But I wouldn't put that in a parlay. I would go under Penn State, under Eagles, and Cincinnati minus 175 money line.
Cincinnati Bearcats.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
There it is. There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Have a great weekend.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the memories. Go for the view that goes on. Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hits. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit. Glass is for cocktails, right?
It's for this, and that.
Is the length of the glass equal to your...
You betcha.
But is it made out of...
Glass?
Yeah, okay, but is the rip...
Smooth?
Will you stop doing...
That?
I'm the professional here.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. 1 free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. All from the company that's highly awarded. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and deliciously tasting vodka. So good, it just disappears.
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull Beef Jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
As a hard-working American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. Turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm. Find out why they say, "We got this."
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 98, is a proud sponsor of The Labor Show with J. and Krause every Saturday night from 6 till 8 p.m. IBEW Local 98's highly trained and superbly skilled electricians are the best in the business, setting the highest safety standards in the electrical industry. So when you're planning your next industrial, commercial, or residential project, choose an IBEW Local 98 union contractor. Learn more at IBEW98.org.